Hey everyone, welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Acacia Courtney. Great to be back with the Florida family this week as we do have a big weekend coming up. But a great Friday action here for Twilight Friday. Let's check out those track and weather conditions.
9 races on the Friday program in South Florida. We did have an afternoon rain shower, so the main track was fast to start the day. The turf course was firm to start the day. However, races 7 and 9 would be transferred to the main track off the turf, races 7 and 9 today. First of the day in the sunshine over the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. We had a field of 11 lineup. Favorite was in the 3, Samurai's First Lady. Racing at Gulfstream. A step slow to start, both Voila, La Victoire, and Tricazar. The favorite, Samurai's First Lady, was away quickly and establishes the lead from Regan's Odyssey and GQ Girl, who moves second and third. Faithful Sue is caught 4 wide, but not for long. She's dropped over now to race in about 3 lengths off the lead while racing 4th. Down inside 5th goes Patient Digna, and she's a length and a half in front of Long Shot Game Girl. Down at the inside goes Big Darling. Wide is Voila La Victoire. Vineyard Nita's between horses. Bar Libre is second last, and Tricazar finds herself 11th and last through the opening quarter in 23 and 4. Pretty easy lead of it here for the favorite, Samurai's First Lady. She leads a length and a half over GQ Girl, who races from second. Regan's Odyssey's on the outside third, parked to the rail fourth, Patient Digna. Faithful Sue is between horses, a length and a half in front of Game Girl. Voila La Victoire, 3 wide bend. Down at the inside is Vineyard Nina. Then it's a gap of 2 to Bar Libre ahead of Big Darling, and Tricazar is last. They round the far turn. Samurai's First Lady bidding to make all. She leads the race by 3.5 lengths. Racing in second is GQ Girl. It's another 3.5 lengths to Faithful Sue third. Back to fourth, Patient Digna. Oncoming from 5th is Vineyard Nina with a quarter of a mile left to get. They went 47 and 1 for the opening half mile, and they swing for home, and with the advantage, it's Samurai's First Lady. She's got 5 to work with. 1/8 of a mile to go. Samurai's First Lady still well clear. Faithful Sue is second down the center, and Vineyard Nina in deep stretch. The leader's getting very tired. Here's Vineyard Nina, here's Faithful Sue, and here's the line, too tight to call. It was Vineyard Nina on the outside, Faithful Sue toward the inside. They came to the wire, too tight to separate in 1:30 and 2. Tight finish to today's first race is the 3, Samurai's First Lady, out of gas in deep stretch. The win went to the 11, Vineyard Nina, at an upset price, but that win was short-lived as she was guilty of interference to number 9, Faithful Sue, in the concluding stages, so the 9 gets put first. Under jockey Alban Jimenez, Faithful Sue the winner for Bruno Schickendance and Yvonne Belsour. To the second race now on the start of the early pick 4, 6 furlongs the journey. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 3, 4, and 7. Favorite was the 6, Bird of Peace. And they're off. Check to last at the start was Bird of Peace. Quick start from the rail for Velvet Trini, who heads off for the early lead. Alpice is going to run with her in the early stages. Sonoma Storm is away in third. 4th outside in Treasured Info ahead of Faith Flies again. And stretch running favorite Bird of Peace is last of the 6 as they head to the half-mile point. Velvet Trini with the rail in the lead, a length and a half better than Alpice in second. Third is Sonoma Storm. 4th now is Treasured Info, picking it up with a rail run. Bird of Peace is on the move up into 4th, and trailing as Faith Flies again. 22 and 2 for the opening quarter speed, inside 3 furlongs from home. With the advantage, Velvet Trini by a length. Looking for room as Bird of Peace. Alpice gets started. Sonoma Storm bids up on the outside now, and she's on a blitz to the top. Bird of Peace has got no place to go. Lopez trying to figure it out with a quarter of a mile left to get. 46 and 1 for the opening half mile, and on the outside, Sonoma Storm has come away with the lead. Bird of Peace into the clear for a racetrack run with an 1/8 of a mile left. It's still the long shot Sonoma Storm with the lead. Bird of Peace on the outside tries to take aim late, but this favorite is now in hot water as Sonoma Storm has turned him away. Sonoma Storm at 30 to 1. Bird of Peace second, Alpice third, then Velvet Trini and Treasured Info. Number 6, Bird of Peace, with a tough luck trip in today's second race, ran up on heels and then angled for racing room. By the time she did that, the 8, Sonoma Storm, had swept by the ball. And she registers a 30 to 1 surprise here on her apprentice Gadiel Martinez. This is career win number 2 for Gadiel. The trainer is Ramon McWhite. The owner's 305 Solutions. 6, Bird of Peace second, 2, Alpice third. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back for the third race on turf at a mile and a 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $35,000. Driving rainstorm right before the start of this race. The off-time favorite was the 4, Run Right. And they're off. The gray Starship Aramis begins well, but here's Soulmate moving through at the fence. These two ahead of Solar Warming, who comes away third. In between horses is Cause for Pardon with Fade Away next toward the rail. Out wide on the course is Ace Dinero, and the early trailer is the favorite Run Right. In the charge to the first turn, Starship Aramis gets clear and leads by 2.5. Soulmate defers and now races from second. Solar Warming's on the outside third. Fade Away races from fourth, working ahead of the team of Cause for Pardon and Ace Dinero, and still unhurried is Run Right. They swing into the backstretch after completing the opening quarter mile with Starship Aramis on top by 2.5. Soulmate, the nearest pursuer, second. Outside Solar Warming is third. And it's a gap of another 3 to Fade Away, racing ahead of Ace Dinero. Cause for Pardon is down inside. And Run Right is unhurried at this stage, but he's an awful long way behind. Has to be at least 12 or 14 lengths off the lead of Starship Aramis. Starship Aramis leads by 2 lengths over Soulmate in second. Up on the outside, Solar Warming is now third. And it's a gap of 2.5 to the team of Cause for Pardon. And outside of him trying to run home is Fade Away. Fading away is Ace Dinero, and folks still far back at this stage is Run Right. They round the forward turn with less than 3/8 to run. Starship Aramis putting up the numbers. Solar Warming is on the outside with Soulmate between horses. Fade Away's on the outside. Cause for Pardon is toward the rail. Run Right was never involved, and they're at the top of the stretch. Starship Aramis turns first. Soulmate to the attack. Down the center, Fade Away. Cause for Pardon looks for racing room with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Starship Aramis still in front. Toward the outside, Fade Away. The rail just opened for Cause for Pardon. Soulmate works between. Soulmate still has the lead. Soulmate in a narrow decision. Soulmate and Jimenez got the money. It's very close after that in 1:48 3. 4, Run Right, never comfortable, last the whole way in today's third race. The win in the driving rainstorm to the 1, Soulmate, under jockey Alvin Jimenez, for trainer Wesley Ward and owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey. 5, Cause for Pardon second. 2, Fade Away ran third. Let's go to the fourth race and bring out 2-year-olds to kick off today's Rainbow Six. 5 furlongs the journey, price tag $50,000. A field of 8 signed on. Favorites included 1, Rebelde, and 3, Whiskey Bent. And they're off. Stumbling and unseating the rider was Pricey Victory. Very slow away was Don H. The one quickest out of there was Whiskey Bent, who moves to a 1.5 lead over a wide-running Highway 27, who's a joint second alongside Frank's Legacy. Down inside, it's Last Jet Out, working 2.5 clear of Rebelde. Then My Runner, Don H is at the back as they round the far turn. Less than 3/8 to go, and with the advantage, Whiskey Bent and Miguel Vasquez by neck. Frank's Legacy is there second. Highway 27 losing ground third. Picking it up while wide is Don H. In between horses is Rebelde. He's angling for racing room under Barrios. He's got racing room now. Last Jet Out is toward the rail. Top of the lane, Whiskey Bent with the lead. Frank's Legacy, Rebelde, Last Jet Out toward the rail. Inside that final furlong, Whiskey Bent holding firm on a 2-length lead. Frank's Legacy is second, Rebelde is third, but it's all about Whiskey Bent. Miguel Vasquez and Robert Smith in the fourth, they won by 2. Second, Frank's Legacy, third, Rebelde, then Last Jet Out and Don H. Hold your tickets, there'll be an inquiry looking at the start of the 7th. Number 3, Whiskey Bent ran a very good race last time out. It was against lesser company, but he improves here today and takes that step forward, beating the $50,000 stock under jockey Miguel Vasquez for Robert Smith and owners Robert Smith and Joel Sanders. Second, number 5, Frank's Legacy, ahead of the 1, Rebelde, who ran third. We move now to the 5th race of the afternoon. Today's 5th race did go on turf at about 7.5 furlongs, maiden claimers of the $20,000 variety. The favorite was number 8, Prickly Kitten. And they're off. From between horses, Captured Beauty gets the first call and is in search of a clear advantage. Assume Control with Prickly Kitten alongside, and Prickly Kitten now going after the leader, Captured Beauty. From between horses at Sunset Summer, who's in a bit tight, while dropped over to the rail fourth. Glovana's on the outside, followed by Golden Tap, then Aunt Rosa. At the rail, it's Tennessee Cotton ahead of Charge at Jen, and the trailer is Algo Denal. They make their way now into the backstretch, and the advantage belongs to Captured Beauty. And Captured Beauty leads the race by a length and a quarter. Prickly Kitten is there second. Toward the outside, Assume Control is now third. Back on the outside, Glovana fourth at the inside, and Sunset Summer from fifth. Then in between horses goes Golden Tap ahead of the trio of Tennessee Cotton. Then down inside goes, Tennessee Cotton is down inside. Charge at Jen is three wide. Aunt Rosa's between horses. And Algo Denal is last. So they head inside half a mile from home. Captured Beauty still with the rail advantage and the lead, with the favorite Prickly Kitten second, Assume Control third. Sunset Summer toward the inside now fourth. Glovana's three wide. Golden Tap is between horses, then Charge at Jen and Tennessee Cotton. Algo Denal's out of last, and now the trailer is Aunt Rosa. Less than 3/8 to go. Golden Tap weaving through horses sharply now as Prickly Kitten just took the lead. Algo Denal looking for racing room from the back, also trying to come forward as Sunset Summer. Many chances here as they swing in. Prickly Kitten has the lead. Sunset Summer angles to the inside of her. Down the center, Golden Tap with Glovana widest of all. Algo Denal is fifth and still looking for clear racetrack. Charge at Jen on the stand side. They come inside the final 50 yards, and from between horses, Golden Tap, Glovana, Prickly Kitten, Glovana. She's 21-1, and she's up to win it.
Tough going in today's fifth race, and the horse who got the best of that going was number 7, Glovana, at 21-1. Under jockey Leonel Reyes for Alfredo Lichoa at Power Stroke Racing. Number 2, Golden Tap, got second ahead of the 8, Prickly Kitten, who ran third. We'll be right back.
The Princess Rooney with a quarter mile left to go. 4 off the top of the turn. Race for the Kathleen O'Connell barn in front by 5 with just 1/8 of a mile to go. And she's turning in this into a runaway. The powerhouse performance. She punches her ticket to the Breeders' Cup and wins by 5.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Sapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Sapper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 of the afternoon, first leg of the late pick 4, Golden Isle Stakes, a 5.5 furlong event for 2-year-old fillies, racing for $75,000. Scratch number 3, Carolyn Smile, a field of 7. Favorite was the 5, Solid as a Rock.
And they're off in the Golden Isles. It was a picture-perfect beginning. From the center, here's the favorite, Solid as a Rock, up for a short lead. Her barn buddy, Lindsay's Lucky Lady, is alongside second, and on the outside, Sonar now third. Bahamian Girl is between horses, marching in as toward the rail. Then Raven, and left behind last is Lucky Milady. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn. Pace pressure every step of the way for Solid as a Rock as Sonar now puts a neck on top. Lindsay's Lucky Lady backs off to try to rebid ahead of Bahamian Girl fourth. Back on the inside goes marching in ahead of Raven, and Lucky Milady is last. 5/16 away, and on the outside, here's Lindsay's Lucky Lady bidding up 3 wide at Sonar. Solid as a Rock boxing on. Bahamian Girl is back to fourth, but she's running home. Top of the lane, 3 across the course here. Out in the center, Lindsay's Lucky Lady now starts to do the better work and moves away. Down the stand side, and Raven for a late slice toward the rail, and Solid as a Rock. 1/8 of a mile left, now a 1/16 of a mile left, and Kathleen O'Connell will indeed win it, but it will be Lindsay's Lucky Lady who gets the job done by 5 in the end. Raven second, Bahamian Girl third, Solid as a Rock finish fourth.
Well, the expected winner of today's 6th race was trained by Kathleen O'Connell and owned by Stonehenge LLC. Well, that happened, but it was the other horse. Number 4, Lindsay Lucky Lady, the less fancied of the 2 O'Connell runners, gets the job done under jockey Jairo Rendon. For Kathleen O'Connell and Stonehenge LLC, they owned and bred this daughter of with distinction. Let's go now to the 7th race of the day, the start of the late pick 3. This race washed off the turf onto the main track at 7 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. Scratch the 6, 9, and 10. The favorites included 1, Sammy Sunshine, and 8, Madison Blues.
And they're off, and Sammy Sunshine stumbled very badly at the beginning. It was a good beginning for Lady Greatness, who's headed off for the early lead. Up on the outside, that's Madison Blues from between horses Queen Rose, then Killer Instinct alongside Colonel's Daughter. Zayas has Sammy Sunshine down inside after a less than stellar getaway, and the trailer is Sweet Moochie. Down the backstretch they go with the advantage. It's Lady Greatness and Christian Torres in front by a neck. Queen Rose is there second. Moving it through on the inside is Sammy Sunshine. She just took third. Killer Instinct is fourth. Madison Blues is fifth. Then Colonel's Daughter and Sweet Moochie. Inside half a mile from home, they went 22 and 3 for the opening quarter speed. Lady Greatness is the leader. Up into second is Sammy Sunshine. Back to third is Queen Rose. Killer Instinct and Madison Blues are next. Then it's Sweet Moochie and Colonel's Daughter. Around the far turn they go, and with the advantage, it's Lady Greatness, 3 parts of a length. Sammy Sunshine starts to creep a touch closer while second, well clear of the others who were all driven with a quarter of a mile left to go. Sammy Sunshine just took the lead, and Zayas hasn't moved. Back to second is Lady Greatness, Sweet Moochie from the back with 3/16 to go. It's Sammy Sunshine, the boss, with an eighth of a mile left to get. She went to her nose at the start, but that's proving no problem as she's opened a 5-length lead. Colonel's Daughter is second, the rest left in the wake of the dirt specialist. It's Sammy Sunshine, 2-1, long gone. Second, Colonel's Daughter. Third was Madison Blues, then Killer Instinct.
When the race was transferred from the turf to the main track, number 1, Sammy Sunshine, certainly moved up. She was the only horse with a variety of dirt success, and she proves that here today, going to her nose at the start, but winning anyway under a confident ride from Edgard Zayas. She proves much the best for South of 5th Racing and Mike Lehrman. 4, Colonel's Daughter second, 8, Madison Blues third, and we'll be right back.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Summer's fastest day of racing. Saturday, June 29th, Summit of Speed. Action and adrenaline await. 14 exciting horse races, 5 stake races, including the Breeders' Cup, Win and You're In, Princess Rooney. $14 million Prestige Import Supercar Spectacular.
The Princess Rooney to Stormy Embrace. Powerhouse performance. She punches her ticket to the Breeders' Cup and wins by 5.
Gulfstream Park, where winners are made. For dining reservation and VIP tickets, visit GulfstreamPark.com.
Back now for the 8th race, first half of the late daily double, 6.5 furlongs over the main track. Scratch number 2, Cabre. These were claimers in for $50,000. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Good start from between horses for Very Amusing. Sent hard on the inside is Big Spender to take the lead. Gnarly comes away in the top flight. He'll land second. Steady Earner is third. Then from between horses, Very Amusing with Tune In out wide. He's Smoking Hot is at the rail third last. Second last is Mozo Bello, and the trailer is Joe DiBaggio. They make their way to the half-mile point, and it's Jairo Rendon and Big Spender calling the shots with a 1.5 lead. Gnarly is second, Steady Earner is third. He's Smoking Hot at the rail is now fourth. Very Amusing is alongside him. Wide on the course is Tune In. Mozo Bello is 3 wide, and Joe DiBaggio's at the back. Inside 3 furlongs from home, and here's Torres on Gnarly, moving to challenge Big Spender up front. 3 wide, Steady Earner, a driven fourth is Very Amusing. He's gaining a bit of ground. Mozo Bello from the back tries to do some work with a quarter of a mile left to get. Big Spender has the lead. Gnarly is up to confront him now, and Very Amusing's going to get a shot from third. Top of the lane through a 45 2/2 mile. It's Gnarly who's up on the outside to put a neck on top. Down the center and Very Amusing toward the inside and Big Spender. Final 16th of a mile. Gnarly gets clear, and at 5-2, you can give it to Gnarly. Gnarly for John Penn and Fernando Abreu, 3-length winners. Very Amusing second, closer for third. Big Spender or Steady Earner.
Second choice in the betting, 3, Gnarly gets the job done under the cool hands of Christian Torres. for red-hot Fernando Abreu and owner John Penn. Good run from 6, very amusing, shook loose to get second in the 8th. We move now to the 9th and final race off the turf on the main track at 7 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. A slew of scratches, but the 13 Fantasizing drew in off the also eligible list. He was one of the favorites with the 12 Blue Sky Kitten.
And runners away. Blue Sky Kitten commences well, so does High Approval, and so does Fantasizing. They're the first 3 out. They're going quickly, 3 ahead of Lit's My Lucky Summer outside, and it's all about the beach. Down inside, Button Hook racing ahead of Skyline View, and the trailer is Steal a Deal. Out of the chute and onto the main course, Blue Sky Kitten goes on with it to lead the race a half a length. Moving up on the outside, all about the beach, toward the fence, Button Hook in the 2-path High Approval. Widest of all is Fantasizing, racing ahead of It's My Lucky Summer. Out wide is Skyline View, and the trailer is Steal a Deal. Nobody's settling here through an opening quarter of 23-2 as they swing to the far turn. Blue Sky Kitten has taken pace pressure every step toward the inside. It's High Approval right alongside under Victor LeBron. 3 wide, Fantasizing in striking position. Button Hook back to 4th, Skyline View running home from 5th. Then it's a gap of another 2 lengths back to It's My Lucky Summer. The rest will have to do some real running with less than 5/16 to run. On the outside, it's Blue Sky Kitten toward the rail. High Approval's going to try to cut the corner and go with him. From the outside and Fantasizing, then Button Hook as they wheel for home. They went 46-4 for the opening half mile, and there's an 1/8 of a mile to go. With the advantage, it's still Blue Sky Kitten. Fantasizing up on the outside and toward the inside, it's Button Hook. Final 1/16 of a mile. Button Hook's finishing up pretty well. Fantasizing and Button Hook go on. These two, it's a photo finish. A photo finish that probably went outside to Fantasizing in 1:26 flat.
Tight finish to today's 9th race, but in the end it was number 13, Fantasizing, who got the nod under jockey Jairo Rendon for trainer Ruben Gracita and owner Anthony DePaula. Good run from 5, Button Hook to just miss, ahead of number 12, Blue Sky Kitten, who ran 3rd. Multiple winning tickets in today's Rainbow 6 and the Late Pick 5. Remember, in the Late Pick 5 and Rainbow 6, you got all for races 7 and 9. Summit of Speed post time is tomorrow at 11:30.
And that's it for today. We'll see you back here tomorrow for the Summit of Speed. Definitely a highlight here in the summer here at Gulfstream Park. Our first post is a special early one at 11:30 a.m. as we have 14 races on the card, 2 graded stakes, including the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In. Grade 2, Princess Rooney. We'll see you then.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.